Everyone, welcome to Vaish Courses YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the current update called ILO's report on COVID-19 impact on tourism sector on Asia Pacific region. Okay. If you see this news, there is a collapse of tourism cost 5 Asian nations 1.6 million jobs have lost by UN. Almost one third of job losses in the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Brunei, and Mongolia was in the tourism, this report says. So, this was the news COVID 19 and employment in the tourism sector in the Asia Pacific region. This is ILO, International Labour Organization, has released this report on Asia Pacific region's employment, like impact on employment due to COVID 19 in the tourism sector. Okay, in specifically about tourism sector. If you go into details of this news, so before going to detail, I would remind you to subscribe to this channel if you are new one, and like the video if you liked it. Give your feedback in the comment box and also share it with your friends, relatives, and neighbors. Okay. So what are the details of this report? The report actually have a details about the impact of the loss of jobs in the tourism sector in the 5 Asia Pacific countries like Brunei, Mongolia, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. Okay, there is evidence from these 5 countries where data is available. The data has shown that there are job losses in tourism related sectors in 2020 were 4 times greater than in the non-tourism sectors. So they are 4 times greater than the non-tourism sectors, and there is a nearly one third of total job losses were linked to the tourism sector itself. It means there is an estimation of 1.6 million tourism related jobs have been lost in the 5 countries alone. If you take this 5 countries itself, there are 1.6 million tourism related jobs have been lost, with many additional jobs indirectly linked to this sector are also lost. Okay, along with that, there is a total count of 1.6 million tourism related jobs have been lost. If you go into more detail with like country specific details, if you go to Philippines, in the Philippines, employment losses and decreases in the average working hours in 2020 were very large, and employment in the tourism sector has contracted by 28% when you compare it with the 8% loss in the non-tourism related sectors. And if you see the average hours worked, it got reduced by 38%, and workers in the tourism related sector working 0 hours per week rose 2000 fold, affecting 7,75,000 workers. Okay, and if you go to specifically about Vietnam, so there are the dire consequences of the crisis on the tourism sector. It got reflected primarily because of the decrease in wages and increased in the informality. And if you see average tourism wages, they fell nearly 18%, with the decline for women employees even higher at almost 23% in Vietnam. If you see the Thailand details, the impact of the crisis on tourism employment in Thailand was more muted. So if you see average wages in the tourism sector in Thailand decreased by 9.5% overall, as tourism workers moved into lower paid jobs like food and beverage serving activities. And the average hours also declined. The average hours worked also declined by 10% in Thailand. If you see Brunei, the tourism sector in the Brunei was hard hit in terms of both because of the lower employment and because of the fewer average hours working, and it got contracted by more than 40% and nearly 20% respectively in Brunei. And finally, in Mongolia, if you see the details of the Mongolia, the tourism employment and the average working hours, they suffered considerably because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and they have got contracted correspondingly by almost 17% and more than 13%. And the impact on employment among male tourism workers were particularly sizable, falling by around it is around 29% in the male employment, like male tourism workers. Okay, these are the details about specific country specific details. I think these are not much important, so if you are writing UPSC or state PSC exams, you can give these examples in your answer. Like if you want to write impact of COVID-19, or if there is a in pandemics in the future, how to deal with them, these kind of stuff you can speak in the answers and give the evidences from these reports. If you read this report and if you mention them on the answer, your answer will look more beautiful, okay, because you are providing some justification for what you have told. So why I bought this news is because I want to tell you what are the ILO's measures. Like ILO has also given some measures to improve tourism sector. Okay, this is important for the exam point of view. Okay, this is called as news analysis. And the vulnerability of the tourism sector to the external shocks has become especially obvious in the current crisis. Okay, because of which there is a mechanism which was invited, that is rethink of medium and long term tourism strategies within the context of broader growth objectives. This is what it has developed. These kind of mechanism should be developed. And ILO released some guidelines on decent work and socially responsible tourism, and ILO Centenary Declaration for the Future of Work are two instruments that can help to guide action that will promote a more resilient, sustainable, and inclusive tourism sector for post COVID-19 world also. So if you see the official report, this is the official report, it looks like this: ILO guidelines on decent work and socially responsible tourism. So in this, if you see the index itself, you will get more points. You don't need to read total report in detail. You can just see this and write down in your notes, so that whenever there is a possibility of the question on tourism sector, you can mention these points given by ILO. Okay, see what can be designing and implementing sustainable tourism policies that create full and productive employment and decent work for all. So what you need to do to achieve this, in order to achieve that, we should promote full and productive employment in the tourism sector. This is one thing that can act as a guideline. Promoting the sustainable tourism enterprises, promoting decent jobs for the youth in the tourism sector. Okay, you have to promote jobs for the youth in the tourism sector, and we have to facilitate the transition to formality, and non-standard forms of employment also should be developed. Investing in the human resource development in the tourism sector. And coming to more guidelines, implementation of the international labor standards and enforcing compliance with laws and regulations, and promoting equality and non-discrimination. So this is important because in one such a country we saw the female employment and the male employment gaps are there. Because of the impact, they're not equally getting impacted. Like either men are getting more impacted or women are getting more impacted. So we have to promote equality, and there should be non-discrimination of based on gender or any other means. And we have to eliminate forceful and the child labor. We should meet the requirements, ensure the freedom of association and the right to collective bargaining, and we have to strengthen the labor protection through social security, maternity protection, and working conditions should be improved. And we have to promote the effective social dialogue. So these steps can be done in order after the post COVID-19 also, which these can be done in order to improve the tourism sector. So this is what the news is about. So we have learned many good points, I guess. You can mention those points in your answer. There is a question on tourism, impact of COVID-19 on the tourism sector and how to improve it. Okay. Thank you everyone. If you liked the video, please do like or hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends, and also give your feedback in the comment section. Thank you everyone.